Hey everyone, it's Michael and
Ruben
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. But today we're actually from a little coin shop, alittlecoinshop.com.au. And the reason we're doing it is this is the September unboxing, and I have been secretly looking forward to this one for quite a while. And it's seriously bringing out the coin geek in me, so we're going to start ripping into it because some of it is amazing. Now, the one part I don't like ripping into are these things, because particularly when they seal them up like this, if you open them incorrectly, all this crap fluff goes absolutely everywhere.
It's like playing Operation, you know, one wrong slip and you're going to,
release the dust. You idiot. Oh dear.
It's alright, we've got it in.
Yeah, now it's going to be all over the floor. You think after all these years I'd be able to do it without making a horrendous mess, but I can't. Alright, let's just sweep that off. We'll hit the vacuum cleaner later. Alrighty, now let's get into the fun stuff. Now these, when they were released in silver, were incredibly popular. They sold out in milliseconds. They've done a gold release. So this is the Tutankhamun coin in gold. It's a 1 ounce gold coin. Very limited edition, only 250 of them have been produced. So very lucky to get a few of these in. Good old Perth Mint packaging. They do a stunning job on their numismatic packaging. Very carefully.
Looking very similar to the silver packaging on those ones.
Yeah. Come on, out you come. Alright, now it comes with a certificate of authenticity, which goes through all the burst of what it's representing. So all the 100 years of the Tutankhamun discovery. And then inside here, we will have one of these magic coins. And like I said, in the silver they just went off. In the gold, with only 250 of them being available, they will be incredibly popular. That is the Tutankhamun. Beautiful coin.
In the 1 ounce gold.
1 ounce gold. Alrighty, now let's move the box to the side. Get it over there. I'm actually going to leave this on the chair for a moment, Rubes.
Somewhere soft and cushiony to put it.
So we're not going to damage anything, and I'll just close the lid so it doesn't get caught on anything. And then we'll start ripping into these other boxes. This month's releases are, some months you kind of go, oh yeah, fair enough. This one's got 2 or 3 coins in it that I've been hanging out to see in the flesh.
And we've got them before release, which is the exciting thing.
Yeah, that's right. Oh wow, you know those ones that you said probably weren't turning up?
Yeah, they're here.
They're here.
Exciting.
Alrighty, now.
Which part of it are you opening first? That's the question.
Well, we'll do this one. So, Perth Mint in their wisdom. Do you remember how many of these they produced?
I believe also 250.
250 of these as well, was it?
I'll correct it up on screen if I'm wrong, but if you're seeing nothing, assume I'm right.
That's right. So this is a kilo coin in silver, not in gold.
Yeah, and you were saying Perth in their wisdom?
Oh yeah, they're making... So they're really playing around. I've said this on camera before, but they're playing around with a lot of different techniques with their numismatic coins. So we've had the normal proofs and the normal coloured and all that sort of stuff, but now they're working out into and the names are getting longer. So this one is an enhanced reverse proof Wedge-Tailed Eagle, but it's in the kilo size.
Not the longest name I've seen.
No, but it's certainly getting out there.
Absolutely.
So this is a box with the C of A
and no coin.
Because with these larger ones, because the coin's so heavy, if they move around in transit, they just brutally tear apart the packaging. So they actually package them separately. So this is the coin. The coin itself will be separate. This is just the packaging, and then you get again the C of A burst on what it is and how many are out there and all that sort of stuff.
I wonder how many coins it took for them to figure out that was the best way, or if they've been doing that right from the start.
Well, they've been doing it for quite a while, I can tell you that.
That's all right then.
And then they package, like I said, this one separately. And always the trick. Here it is.
You got a blade?
Just to remember where I put the blade.
Here's one you prepared earlier.
So here we go. Inside of here is, believe it or not, more packaging. And anyone that's received a kilo coin before has seen that when they're packaged properly, there's heaps of packaging and they look, they turn up in really nice condition. But when they're not packaged properly, or even still sometimes when they're packaged properly, they have been known to turn up, and if they get loose even slightly, they just beat the packaging to death and end up with a bit of a damaged coin or a damaged capsule. There we go, and here we go, the enhanced reverse proof.
There you go, going for a bit more of a matte finish on the background there.
Yep, so that's the reverse side of it. So
yep.
it is the reverse side actually, but
yeah.
It's the reverse in it. It means that instead of having the matte eagle and the shiny background, they've
yep.
gone in the other way around. Very impressive coin.
Queenie.
Now the one thing I'm disappointed at with this is they didn't make it that concave.
Yes.
Like they do with the when they, like with some of the larger coins, they actually make them concave so it pops that design out three-dimensionally. So beautiful coin, absolutely stunning coin. And then I'll have to remember how to put all the packaging back together later. But then when they're seated inside here, they look great.
When they actually go where they're supposed to sit after they've made their way to you. Ta-da!
They look like that. Beautiful coin, fascinating creature, the Wedge-Tailed Eagle. We used to see them when we were flying. You'd see them up at altitude quite frequently.
Is that a terrifying thing to see when you're there, or is it just fascinating?
No, it's fascinating. Usually it happens so quickly that you kind of just go, wow! But if you ever stop and think about it, you go, yeah. Because I've seen them up above 20,000 feet before.
I know drone pilots are a little bit terrified by any kind of large bird like that. Wasn't sure if the same thing transferred to a...
Look, it does for any bird when you're flying a plane. You're always wary of where they are. And I should not have done that. You're always very wary of where they are. But, yeah, you're not frightened of them. You just make sure you don't let them anywhere near your engines.
Same goes with cyclists on the road.
Yeah, I try not to let them near my engines either.
While you're unboxing, I'm just starting a comment wall between drivers and cyclists in the section.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. I was going to make a comment about middle-aged people like me in Lycra, but I backed off.
And you made it anyway.
We don't need to see the paperwork, do we?
Don't need the paperwork.
So, in here...
We've got to take a look at what's in there.
In here we have the coat of arms. Is it called the coat of arms or the crest? I can't remember.
Upside down.
Upside down, Miss Jane.
And then the coin itself is upside down within there. There we go. It's all right. I'll find one for the shots of it that has both the packaging and the coin the right way up.
Yeah, they couldn't have done that much worse, could they, on that? But yeah, so this is the 60th anniversary of James Bond with the family crest on the coin.
In the card.
In the card. This is it. This is one of these interesting ones where they actually released 25,000 of these coins, but only 1,000 of them appear in the card. So there's always this debate about which one should I get. And these are only available in Australia. You can't actually get them overseas in the card. So there's a lot of overseas customers are chasing them because they're in the card and they can't get them at home. But there's always this debate of which is rarer, particularly in Australia. Because we see these, we don't see the other ones outside of the card, and yet overseas it goes the other way around. So it's a good one to stack and a good one to have in your collection there. So that's the James Bond crest.
I know the battle for me is I know the ones in the cards are typically the more collectible of the two.
Yeah.
But they don't sit in my stack as well. I've got to find somewhere special to put them. I can't just put them in a little tub. It's the battle between the storage and the one I know is going to be a lot more collectible one day.
Alrighty, and here we go. This is the one that I've been hanging out for. I love the Ruben and I were talking about it before we went on camera about whether it's part of the same set, and my argument is it's not, but it's part of the same genre. So you'll see what I mean as I open this. So this series is called Games Through the Ages, and this is the first one in that series. But you'll actually see, when you see the coin itself, that Perth Mint have done similar things. So they take a 2-ounce coin, and it's an antique coin, but inside it they've actually got moving parts. So this one's, they call it tic-tac-toe, but for your average mug punter from the bush, we call it noughts and crosses because we're a bit more basic. But these all move inside. Now, this is the first one in the game series, and you can see some of the other patterning and games they're putting around the outside there. But they've done this with a couple of different coins. So there was one they did with a temperature thermometer in it. They did one with a
propeller.
Yep, there was the propeller one. There was the abacus they had in there. There's been a compass.
The hourglass.
Yep, the hourglass. So they've done a couple of different things within the genre. And then this is a series that they're doing, which is Games Through the Ages, starting off with noughts and crosses, or as they call it, tic-tac-toe. And these coins, they only make 2,500 of them. They are hugely popular. They go really, really quickly. It will be a sellout within weeks, particularly with Christmas just being around the corner. You'll find that there's a lot of people are sourcing these sort of things for gifts, and they are just an incredible way to get something different in your stack and talking about it. No, you're not going to pay the same as you were buying a 2-ounce silver bar, but that's because you can see the craftsmanship in it, and the design and the packaging that goes into it obviously increases the price. But nevertheless, they become very collectible. And if you even go onto one of the secondary market sales sites, and I'm not trying to suggest which one, but you'll actually see, if you look through there, the different ones that have been done like this, like the abacus coin, the prices of them very quickly start to go up. This is not financial advice, but this is certainly one that I'll be looking at adding to my stack because I love these. And that is the release for September. So from Perth Mint for the numismatics. So any of these grab your fancy, log on to littlecoinshop.com.au and you'll be able to purchase them through there. If you need a bit of a hand and you want to phone in, 1300 84 84 10 and talk to one of the guys or Sylvia, and they'll be able to take a message and get one of the Little Coin Shop people to contact you that way. So you can pick them up in store, level 6227 Collins Street. Yep, while stocks last. We only keep a bare minimum stock in store here, but shipping with Little Coin Shop is free as a rule. There's very few items they actually charge postage for, so either it can be sent out, or if you give us a bit of a heads up, we can make sure it's sitting in the shop here waiting for you to pick up. That's about it, unless Ruben wants to add anything else.
That's it, that's September.
Alrighty, sounds good. Don't forget, there will be a second release on this one where we actually start talking about the Lunar Rabbit, because the numismatic Lunar Rabbit gets released in September as well. So stay tuned for that one. That's it. We'll talk again soon. See ya.
See ya.